Hello teachers, I'm Mark Richard from Oxford University Press. I will tell you what you need to know to teach Learn English with Dora the Explorer in your classroom. Every unit of Learn English with Dora the Explorer has 8 lessons. In this video, we will look at Lesson 7. Lesson 7 is called Action Song. Here are your lesson objectives. First, your students will enjoy singing a song. They will become familiar with the language of an action by singing a song. They will develop gross motor skills by doing actions with a song. And they will develop their fine motor skills with a pen-to-paper activity. In Learn English with Dora the Explorer, every lesson follows this simple, familiar pattern. As always, the teacher's guide will tell you how to warm up your students. First, there will be the unit Hello routine. And in Lesson 7, if there are any new words in the song, the teacher's guide will tell you how to preview them. After the warm-up comes the main section of each lesson. There is one student book activity for Lesson 7. Let's take a look. In Lesson 7, students will do an activity which is called Listen, Sing and Act. You will teach your students a new action or routine and the language which goes with it. The teacher's guide lesson notes will describe the gestures and actions to use to accompany each line of the song and support children's understanding. The songs will very often reinforce the value from the story that students acted out in the previous lesson, Lesson 6. In our example unit, the value in the story was be safe. And you can see how the action song here builds on this. Let's look in more detail at what you can say and do to teach the action song effectively. First, say, "It's song time" to your students and ask them to stand up. Show your students the page and tell them that they will sing a song about the children in the picture. Ask your students, what are they doing? And point out that the children are holding hands with an adult. Say, the song is called Let's Be Safe. Step 3. Ask your students to hold hands and look left and right, or right and left, depending on which country you're in, as if they are about to cross the road. Step 4. Play the audio and do the actions for students to copy. Now, the teacher's book really helps you here. It has the full transcript of the song. So, for example, the first line, "Stop, stop," it then tells you the action. Children extend one arm with palm facing out to show stop. Next line, everybody stop, action, children motion to the rest of the class and repeat the action for stop, and so on. So it's really all there for you. Step 5, play the song several times so that students really learn those actions well. Now a little thing, what you can see here is stop, stop, everybody stop. There'll be another verse in which it's look, look, everybody look, so the action changes, and then another verse which is go, go, everybody go, in which there'll be another action. So watch out for that. Step 6. Gradually encourage your students as they keep doing the actions to sing some of the words as they feel comfortable. And remember, the teacher's guide lesson notes tell you exactly which action to do with each line of the song, but of course feel free to invent your own actions if you prefer that. Action songs combine a lot of different elements to support language. You've got the pictures in the student book, gestures, melody, rhythm, and of course words. All of this makes action songs very memorable for language learning. But if you try to get your students to combine all of these different elements together too quickly, they can get confused and overwhelmed. So here are some teaching tips for action songs. First tip, don't force your students to sing the words too soon. Give them a lot of time and a lot of repetitions of the song to learn those actions first. That's more important. Next, you can sing the song slowly at first and then gradually build up the speed. You can either sing it yourself at a slow pace. Remember, the classroom presentation tool has a slow version of the song. And finally, try chanting the song first. When students can chant the song well, they can then sing it with a really good rhythm and a lot more confidence. Stop, stop, everybody stop, and so on. You chant it first, then it's so much easier to sing. Now we've finished the student book activity. At this stage, the Teacher's Guide lesson notes will suggest optional activities to ask questions about the value in the action song, or maybe review vocabulary. In our example lesson, one of the optional activities asks students to find another example of being safe in the student book picture, which is the person riding a motorbike while wearing a helmet. And students can talk about that. Another optional activity reviews actions from previous units and lessons. Next comes the activity book activity. Let's take a look. In Lesson 7, the activity book focuses children's attention on the action or routine from the song. The activity also practices fine motor skills through tracing and colouring. Let's see how to teach this activity while reminding students of the value, in our unit it's be safe, and its related words from the song that they have just sung. First, we remind students about the action song they just sang. So you can focus attention on the page and ask your students to remember the song. Have them sing it to you. If they've forgotten it already, play it again to remind them. Next, we can ask questions about the picture to get children thinking more about the unit value, which in our case is be safe. So ask students why the children and Daddy are being safe. It should be easy. They're holding hands and looking before they cross the road. And step 3, with your finger, circle the hands of the children and the Daddy and say, hold hands. And have students do the same in their books. Circle the hands with their fingers. Step 4, again with your finger, circle the children's and Daddy's heads and say, look, let's be safe, and have your students do the same. Step 5, tell the students now to circle the heads and hands of the children and Daddy, this time with their pencils. When you've finished the activity book activity, remember as always to look in the Teacher's Guide lesson notes for an optional activity. In our example lesson, the optional activity has students draw pictures of themselves being safe and suggests creating a Be Safe display in your classroom where you can put all of your students' artwork up on the classroom walls. So well done! We've completed Lesson 7 from a unit of Learn English with Dora the Explorer. We did it! And looking back at our lesson objectives from the Teacher's Guide lesson notes, we helped our students to achieve these learning aims. Well done. In the videos for lessons 5 and 6, I introduced you to the Reading Stars graded reading series, which aligns with the levels of the main course book, Learn English with Dora the Explorer. We've seen the Dora storybooks, and we've also seen the Team Umizoomi and Blaze and the Monster Machine stories, which develop math and science skills, STEM, in a child-friendly way. Reading Stars also has Dora the Explorer phonics books to help young children get to grips with phonics in a fun way. Oxford University Press has a recommended reader's correlation chart to help you find the perfect match between your level of Learn English with Dora the Explorer and a Reading Stars phonics story reader. So let's take a look at My Hat to see how Reading Stars phonics readers give our young learners a head start in reading in English. Dora the Explorer's phonics story readers are written by phonics experts especially for EFL readers. In Level 1, all of the alphabet sounds are covered so that children have a full year or a semester to practice them before progressing to blending the letters. This helps EFL students with their reading and writing. You can easily see the letters and sounds that are covered in each reader by looking at this chart on the inside front cover. Students will get lots of phonics practice. On these 2 pages, students will focus on the I and H sounds. Remember, there is dramatized audio available for download with every reader, so students can listen to the sounds as they see the key letters, which in a nutshell is the basis of phonics. Just like the other reading stars, the phonics readers also have hidden humor and games. Here, students have to find the hidden letters. This keeps children motivated and engaged and provides natural opportunities to repeat the phonics sounds many times. And just like our other Reading Stars readers, students will use critical thinking skills to help Dora and Boots to overcome problems and help other characters. At the back of the phonics readers, you'll find a picture dictionary with audio. This gives students integrated vocabulary and pronunciation practice. EFL students need a lot of support and practice when learning how to read. Children see the same language again and again, which helps them to recognize and understand the words. After the picture dictionary come phonics activities at the back. Students can say the sounds as they complete the activities, giving them yet more phonics practice and improving their pronunciation skills. Finally, every single reader comes with a code to access a complete range of teacher and parent support so that students have the best chance for reading success in the classroom and at home. Check out the end of my videos for lessons 5 and 6 for a recap of these support materials. In brief, there are parent guides, teacher guides, audio to dramatize every story, and support videos that both parents and teachers can use. Of course, if you want to focus more on phonics and literacy, please check out the end of my video for Lesson 3, where I introduce you to the Learn English with Dora the Explorer Phonics and Literacy course. Thank you for watching this video for Lesson 7 of Learn English with Dora the Explorer. Remember to check out our videos for every lesson in a unit to support your kindergarten teaching. Enjoy your teaching. Together, we can do it.
We did it! We did it!